Hi there, sweet friend. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me on the mat for a Pilates inspired fusion. And what that means is we'll just be incorporating a bit more holds, holding time under tension, and of course, integrating both the breath from a Pilates and a yoga practice. The difference between the two is yoga is a philosophy for life, and Pilates, of course, is centered in core control. And more so, yoga is how we translate what we learn about ourselves on the mat into our daily practice of life. And that is a class in and of itself. So we will begin in child's pose. And so we'll just bring our big toes together to touch, knees hip width distance apart. Backs of our glutes comes onto the backs of our heels. We're going to rest our forearms first onto our mat just to make sure we're pushing our weight onto our forearms to push our way back onto our hips and onto the glutes. And keeping our glutes as best as we can on the hips. Sometimes we need to have that elevated by a pillow. We're just going to walk both of our hands forward, lightly resting our forehead on the mat, just breathing in between the space of the armpits. Stay here in your child's pose. I'm just getting up to jump brightness. I'm not sure if that makes a difference for you, but it makes a difference for me. And so once we're staying here in our child's pose, we're going to soften tension in our jaw, tension in our shoulders, and just take these first few moments at the beginning of our practice to ground into our body and anchor into our breath. Take one final breath here. And on our next inhale, we're going to slide our hands underneath our shoulders, stack our hips over the knees, meeting each other in all fours, and just mindfully swaying our hips from side to side. Just warming up the wrists. We're going to bring the tops of the palms onto the mat, fingertips facing towards your knees. One more full round of breath here. And then we're just going to have our fingertips facing in towards each other, and we're just going to bend into one elbow, bend into the opposite elbow. Once more on each side. And then we're going to make a fist, bringing our knuckles onto our mat. Keeping our fist, we're just going to drop the top of our knuckles back onto the mat. Inhale, come back up. We're going to do this twice more. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, press up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, come up. Let's stay on to the knuckles just to give our wrists a break. Micro bend our elbows. Really be conscious of our core, flat back. And next inhale, we're just going to kick our left heel up towards the sky. We're just going to bend our left heel, parallel our left hip. Then we're just going to trace conscious circles with that left knee and left hip. And then bounce out the circles in the opposite direction. Keeping that foot activated. Bring that left knee back down. And on our next inhale, we're going to kick our right heel up towards the sky. Hover our right knee parallel our right hip. And once more, just trace a few circles with that right hip. And balance out the circles in the opposite direction, keeping that foot activated. We're going to bring that right knee down, come back onto the palms, and just mindfully sway our hips side to side. Next inhale, we're going to be back in neutral tabletop. And on our next inhale, we're going to peel our gaze up, hips towards the sky, breathing into our abdomen and into our throat. Arch our back here in cow. And on our next exhale, we're slowly going to tuck our chin to our chest, round the spine, push the earth away. Breathe into our back, stretching like a cat. Next inhale, find cow. Exhale, find cat. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Inhale, come back to neutral tabletop. We're going to bend the knees, rest our glutes back on the knees here in hero's pose. Lengthen our spine, and we're just going to extend our left arm out. Mindfully drop our right ear to our right shoulder. Make a fist with our left hand. And breathing on the outside of the left of our neck. If it feels good, we can trace circles with our wrists. And bounce out the circles in the opposite direction. And then just breathe here into the left side of your neck. One more full round of breath. Exhale, mindfully drop that left hand. Inhale, mindfully bring your neck back to neutral. And then on our next inhale, extend our right arm out to the side. Mindfully drop our left ear to our left shoulder. And if it feels good, trace circles with your right wrist. And trace the circles in the opposite direction. Stay here, breathing into the right side of your neck for one more full round of breath. On our exhale, mindfully drop that right hand. Bring your neck back to neutral. We're going to bring our hands forward in front of us so we meet each other back in tabletop. We're going to bring our left hand to the center of our mat. As we inhale, right arm reaches nice and long overhead. Exhale, thread our right hand behind our left, keeping our right shoulder down onto our mat and breathing into the right side of our upper lats and traps. Two more full rounds of breath. Next, inhale, mindfully bring our right arm up. Exhale, bring our right hand center of our mat. As we inhale, left arm reaches nice and long overhead. And exhale, thread our left hand behind our right, bringing our left shoulder down to our mat, pushing into the earth with our right hand. This time, breathing into our left shoulder. Two more full rounds of breath. Next inhale, bring our left arm overhead. Exhale, bring our left hand back down. Still staying in tabletop, we're just going to extend our right arm out to the side. And we're slowly going to drop our right shoulder in as we gaze over our left shoulder. One more full round of breath here. Slowly slide our right hand underneath our right shoulder. And then we're going to extend our left arm out to the side. Slowly drop our left shoulder down as we gaze over our right. One more full round of breath. Next inhale, slide our left hand underneath our left shoulder, so we're meeting each other back in tabletop, tucking both of our toes, hover our knees, engage our core. As we exhale, we reach our heels towards the backs of our mat in downward facing dog, and just pedal out the feet. Let's take a cleansing breath here. So biggest inhale you've taken all day. Tongue out, audible exhale. Remember, if we're not breathing as hard as we can, or as intentionally as we can, we're not engaging our core as best as we can. And our next inhale, we're just going to walk our feet behind our hands. Exhale, we're just going to allow ourselves to just fold, drop our shoulders away from our ears. Next inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Make sure our toes are as wide as they can be. Big toe, pinky toe, and heel rooted into the earth. Micro bend the knees. Airplane our arms, reaching high overhead. Exhale, bring our hands to our heart center. Softly close the eyes. Engage our core, flat back. Turn back to the intention of your breath. Perhaps set an intention. What inspired you to show up for your practice today? Exhale, we're going to bring our hands beside our hips. Inhale, arms reach nice and long overhead. Exhale, we're going to swim our arms back behind us. Interlacing our fingertips. We're just going to bring both hands outside our left hip. And then we're mindfully going to drop our right ear to our right shoulder. Once more, breathing into the left side of our neck. Exhale, keep our hands interlaced. Just drop at center of our backs. And then mindfully unwind and just kind of shake off the shoulders. And then on our next inhale, we're just going to interlace our fingers once more behind our backs. We're going to bring both hands outside our right hip. And we're mindfully going to drop our right ear to our right shoulder, this time breathing into the left side of our neck. One more full round of breath. On our next inhale, slowly bring your neck back to neutral. Mindfully unwind the bind. Shake off the shoulders. On our next inhale, arms reach nice and long overhead. Exhale, mindfully drop back down into our fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, lift the heels. So we find ourselves in this toe squat variation. See if we can just drop our right knee forward. Inhale, come back up, strengthening our ankles, playing with our balance. Exhale, drop the left knee forward. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop the right knee. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop the left knee. We'll do this once more on each side. Exhale, drop the right knee. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop the left knee. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, plant our hands back behind us. Inhale, extend our legs straight back behind us to find plank pose. Shoulders slightly rock over the wrists. And exhale, see if we can lower all the way down onto our mat as slow as we can. Keeping our hands where they are. On our inhale, we're just going to slowly peel our chest from the mat. Exhale, slowly roll back down. We're going to rest our forearms forward in front of us. And we're just going to bend our left knee parallel our left hip, finding ourselves in half frog. Flex our left knee towards our left toe. Best part is we get to rest onto our forearms, and you can gaze over whichever shoulder feels comfortable for you. Just balance that on the opposite side. Focusing on visualizing sending our breath, remember, to our left hip. Two more full rounds of breath here. Next inhale, lift your gaze and slowly extend our left leg straight back. Next inhale, we're going to bend our right knee parallel our right hip, flex our right toes, finding ourselves once more in this half frog, resting on our forearm, and this time gazing over the opposite shoulder. For a few more full rounds of breath. Two more full rounds of breath. Next inhale, slowly extend our right leg straight back. Next inhale, we're going to reach both arms forward in front of us. And on our next inhale, we're just going to hover our left leg. On our next exhale, we can bring our left leg back down. Next inhale, we're just going to hover our right leg. Next exhale, we can bring our right leg back down. Next inhale, we're going to hover our left arm. And exhale, slowly lower our left arm down. Next inhale, we're going to just hover our right arm. Exhale, slowly lower it back down. On our next inhale, we're going to hover just both legs. One more full round of breath. Exhale, slowly lower both legs back down, keeping both legs grounded. Next inhale, hover both arms, only your arms. Next exhale, lower back down. Next inhale, hover left leg, and this time right arm, cross body movement pattern. Exhale, lower back down. Next inhale, hover right leg, left arm. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Extend our right arm out to the side like a T. Also extend your left arm out to the side. We're going to kick our left heel to our left glute, hover our left knee. We're going to roll off our right shoulder, dropping our left foot inside our right thigh, breathing this side on the inside of our right shoulder. We can bring our left arm back behind us for a bind if it feels good. Just explore your options. 2 more full rounds of breath here. Slowly roll off that right shoulder. Bring our left foot back down to meet our right. Keeping our T-arms. This time we're going to kick our right heel to our right glute. Hover our right knee. This time roll off our left shoulder. This time breathing in the inside of our left shoulder. For a few more full rounds of breath. Two more full rounds of breath. Next inhale, slowly roll back off that left shoulder. Extend our right leg straight back to meet our left. Bring both hands underneath our shoulders. Tuck the toes, bend the knees in towards the earth, glutes up towards the sky. Next inhale, modified push-up to press up. Exhale with our toes tucked. We're going to find this modified child's pose. And we're just going to stay on our fingertips, walking forward, finding this variation of puppy. Keeping our gaze facing forward. And just mindfully, still on our fingertips, shake your head no, very slowly. Chin tucked to the chest. And then shake our head in a yes direction, still on the fingertips in this puppy variation. And then next inhale, slide our hands underneath our shoulders to meet back in tabletop. Next inhale, tuck the toes, hover the knees, reach our heels towards the backs of our mats to find downward facing dog. And on our next inhale, we're going to gaze forward, micro bend the knees. Next inhale, lightly hop our feet behind our hands. Next inhale, halfway lift flat back. And exhale, fold. Micro bend the knees. Airplane our arms behind our back. Keep the knees at a micro bend. Arms come in line with our ears here for chair pose. Staying in our chair, on our exhale, we're just going to reach our right arm back, left arm forward, left knee bends a little bit forward in front of the right. Inhale, come back to chair. Exhale, reach our left hand back, right arm forward, right knee comes a little bit forward. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, right arm back. Inhale, chair. And exhale, left arm back. Inhale, chair. Still staying in our chair. This time on our exhale, both arms come back, lifting up our heels, balancing on our toes. Inhale, drop the heels back to chair, arms in line with our ears. Exhale, arms back, lift the heels onto the toes. Inhale, arms in line with the ears, heels down. Exhale, arms back, heels lift. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, squat a little bit deeper. Inhale, arms reach nice and long overhead. Exhale, goalpost cactus the arms. Bring our shoulder blades together to touch. Fingertips face towards the backs of the room. Inhale, arms reach nice and long overhead. Exhale, interlace our fingertips. Inhale, round off the shoulders, really open up the heart. And exhale, rinse out the shoulders. Drop into this fold. Find a micro bend in your knees. Exhale, bend deeper. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring our hands by our hips. Next, exhale, drop our hands down on towards our mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mindfully step our right leg straight back. Bend into our left knee. Mindfully drop our right knee. Inhale, straighten our left knee. Point our left toe. Exhale. Exhale, bend. Twice more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. We're going to kickstand our right foot out to the side. Inhale, we're going to lengthen our spine. Exhale, maybe we can bend a little bit more to the left side. Inhale, find this modified variation of a warrior two. We're going to drop our left shoulder, left elbow inside our left knee. Inhale, right arm reaches straight overhead. And exhale, maybe you can reach towards the left side of our body. Maybe we can hover our left arm. Exhale, reverse. Drop our right hand down. Left arm reaches nice and long overhead. Inhale, we're going to reverse back down. Find our low lunge variation. Option here, we're going to tuck our toes, hover our right knee. We're going to drop our right heel, hug our left knee in towards our chest, and find ourselves in a side plank. We can drop that right knee just to modify. Wherever we are from our side plank, once more, we're going to hug our left knee in, drop that left foot forward, finding ourselves back in our lunge. Next inhale, we're going to bring our right foot back up to meet our left in our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms reach nice and long overhead. Exhale, windmill our arms back down into our fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mindfully step our left foot straight back. Exhale, bend our right knee. Inhale, straighten our right knee. Exhale, bend. We're going to do this twice more. So inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Going to kickstand our left foot out. Coming up and resting our hand on our right knee. Maybe we can bend our right knee a little bit more out to the right side. Inhale, come back up. We're going to drop our right elbow side our right knee. Inhale, left arm reaches straight overhead. And exhale, maybe our left arm can reach in the same direction as our right. And maybe we can hover that right arm for 2 more full rounds of breath. Next inhale, we're going to reverse, drop our left arm, right arm reaches overhead. Bring our arms back down, find ourselves in our modified lunge. We're going to tuck our left toes, hover our left knee, drop our left heel, hug right knee into chest, maybe extend our right foot on top of our left. Option to drop that left knee. Staying here 1 more full round of breath. Hug our right knee in towards our chest. Bring that right foot forward. Drop that left knee. Find ourselves back in this low lunge variation. Next inhale. Mindfully step left foot back up to meet our right. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Arms reach nice and long overhead. We're just mindfully going to take a step back on our mat. An option here, okay, so probably 2 variations. So the first variation, hands come on our hips, core engaged. We're just going to do a warm-up of sissy squats. So let's make sure our toes are as wide as they can be. Ankles strong, rooted into the earth. And on our exhale, we're all just going to bend our knees a little bit forward over our toes. Inhale, come back up. On the next exhale, maybe we can bend a little bit deeper. Maybe we can lift our heels. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, we'll do this once more. Bend a little bit deeper. Lift our heels. Core is engaged. Back is flat. Inhale, come back up. Okay, so the second option. So the first option is obviously we drop all the way into our sissy squat and meet each other on our knees. So I'll meet you there. Option as well. We can lean forward, bend our knees, and just like we practiced at the beginning, we can have our hands back behind us, and we can drop our knees like that. So if we're coming from the top from our sissy squat as slow as we can, toes are as wide as they can be, BMO is engaged in the knee, core is engaged, flat back, slow and controlled. We're going to meet down here on towards our knees, untuck the toes, and just tap the top of the feet. Inhale, chin to chest, roll out the shoulders, spine nice and straight. On our next inhale, we're just going to reach our left hand for our left heel. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, reach our right hand for our right heel. Inhale, back to center. And on our next exhale, we'll reach our left hand for our left heel. Maybe we can swim our right arm overhead. Exhale, come back to center. When we reach our right hand for our right heel, maybe we can swim our left arm overhead. Exhale, come back to center. We're going to do this twice more on each side. So left hand, left heel, right arm swims overhead. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, right arm, right heel. Inhale, left arm reaches overhead. Exhale, come back to center. Once more each side. Left hand, left heel, right arm overhead. Exhale, let's meet back in center. Inhale, right arm, right heel, left arm overhead. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, plant our hands forward in front of us to meet back in tabletop and mindfully sway our hips from side to side. And then we're just going to drop both heels towards the left. So we're going to kickstand. We're going to keep our left knee bent. Our right leg's going to extend straight. And we're just going to practice lifting and balancing off the strength of our left hip. So on our next inhale, it's a variation of a clamshell. Anyway, next inhale, lift our left hips. Exhale, drop our left hip. Do this twice more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. And exhale, drop. And on our next inhale, when we lift, we're going to swim our right arm overhead. Exhale, drop. Next inhale, we'll find tabletop. The next exhale, we're going to drop both heels to the right. We're going to keep our left leg straight. Right knee stays bent. Next inhale, hover our right hip. Exhale, drop. Inhale, hover. Exhale, drop. And inhale, hover. And exhale, drop. And on our next inhale, we're going to hover our right hip and left arm comes overhead. And exhale, drop. Bring our left hand back, meet our right in tabletop. And on our next exhale, we're going to drop both hips once more to the left, coming down onto our forearm, bending both of our knees. And on our next inhale, we're going to hover our left hip. We're going to bend our left knee up towards the sky to find clamshell. Exhale, drop, bend both knees. Next inhale, find clamshell, open up the knees. Exhale, drop. Once more, inhale, open up the knee. Exhale, drop. We're going to bounce that onto the opposite side. So both knees are bent towards the left. We're on our right forearm this time. Next inhale, hover our right hip. Left knee up towards the sky. Exhale, drop. Inhale, hover. Exhale, drop. Once more. Inhale, hover. Left knee up towards the sky. Exhale, drop. Inhale, we'll meet back in tabletop. Next inhale, tuck the toes, hover the knees, find down dog, reaching our heels towards the backs of our mat. And on our next inhale, we're going to find our right leg overhead. We're just going to drop our right heel over our left hip, stacking our hips open, breathing, creating space in our right side body. Exhale, drop our right foot back down to meet our left. And on our next inhale, we're going to hover our left leg, stack our left heel over our right hip, breathing into our left side body. One more full round of breath. Exhale, drop our left foot back down to meet our right. Inhale, come to the tops of our toes, micro bend the knees, hands hop, feet hands, feet hops outside the hands. Mindfully drop both glutes onto our mat. We're going to bend both knees. Hands come behind our backs. Find windshield wipers. And we're going to drop both knees to the left. Find 1990. Turn and twist our body towards the left, resting on our forearms above our left thigh. Staying here for a few more full rounds of breath. Three more full rounds of breath. Next inhale, let's come on back to the palms. Bring our right hand back behind us. Both knees through center. Drop both knees to the right. Turn and twist our body to the right as we rest on our forearms over that right thigh. Staying here for a few more full rounds of breath. Three more full rounds of breath. Next inhale. Come back up onto the hands. Bring your hands back behind us. Bring both knees back through center. We're going to bring our fingertips facing towards our glutes. Make sure our fingers are as wide as they can be, tips engaged. And next inhale, we're going to lift our hips, chin to the chest, reverse plank, really open up our shoulders. Maybe then we can lift our chin, glutes engaged. Stay here. One more full round of breath. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Rest our forearms down on towards our mats. Extend our legs straight. Point our toes. Mindfully drop our head back. Lift our chin towards the sky and breathe into our throat. Next inhale, drop both hands by our hips. Hug both knees. Bring our hands on top of the knees to bring our knees hugged outside underneath the armpits. Next inhale, maybe grab the outside of both of our feet with both of our hands. Find happy baby. Use our elbows to really open up the knees. We're going to bring our knees together to touch once more. We're going to extend our right arm out to the right side of our body. We're going to drop both knees to the left. We're going to gaze over our right. Option, we can grab our left foot with our right hand. Just a gentle stretch in our left hip flexor if that's available to us. Three more full rounds of breath. We had the bind, mindfully unwind it. Next inhale, bring both knees back through center. Hug both knees in towards our chest. Extend our left arm out to the side. And drop both knees to the right as we gaze over our left. If we had the bind on the right, we're going to grab our right foot with our left hand. Three more full rounds of breath wherever we are. If we had the bind, mindfully unwind it. Next inhale, bring both knees back through center. Bottoms of our feet are on towards our mat. And we're just going to take one bridge, but we're going to hold it for 3 full rounds of breath. So when we're ready on our next inhale, lift the hips, engage the glutes, chin tucked to the chest. 2 more full rounds of breath. Make sure our toes are as wide as they can be, heels rooted into the earth. On our next exhale, slowly lower back down. Next inhale, extend our legs straight. Hands drop beside our hips. Shoulders shrug away from our ears as we take our final pose, corpse pose. And all it asks of us is to rest in stillness, to integrate all the benefits of what we just practiced. So take one final cleansing breath. Tongue out, audible exhale. And remember, it's okay if your mind wanders as you're trying to empty it. Just allow your thoughts to come and go. Simply be aware and observe what rises from this rest. Before opening your eyes, just wiggle your fingertips and your toes. Just acknowledging how you may be feeling now compared to the beginning of our practice. We're just going to bring our hands to our heart center, acknowledging our efforts, returning to our intention, and honoring the time we carve to be present, unifying body, mind, and spirit. Namaste. I invite you to stay here on your backs for as long as you can. I'm just getting up to end the live. And in spirit, I will be resting with you for a few more moments. Sweetest of days, the sweetest of dreams.